Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's been a little while. Mike here, the owner of Axion, and just enjoying the weekend real quick, and gonna be giving you some updates, long awaited right now. It's kind of a long video. I get questions all the time about the 11th gen project. What is going on with it? When's it gonna be finished? When are you gonna have a kit out? Man, so many, but we do have an update of parts I wanted to share with you and get some info going. We've got a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple months with both of our 11th and 9th gen build, but this one is about our 11th gen build. And I'm gonna get into the parts and let you know what these are for this build, and go over some of the stuff if you were doing it, which these parts really wouldn't be a thing for you necessarily. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll go over some updates. Hopefully you guys understand the situation going on. But yeah, I'll now flip over to our workshop here in North Carolina and go over some of the stuff. All right, guys, back in our workshop. This is where we do most of the packing stuff for our orders. And we've got the parts on the bench, but what has happened with the 11th gen? Well, the car is still in Arizona. We have not brought it out here. What we were doing for a long time was we were gonna do like a full drag build, full tubular front end. I kind of halted that because I was gonna bring the car back here and do more of the swap as far as you guys would do. Now we're gonna kind of blend a couple of the things. Basically, it's still gonna be a high horsepower build, more streetable, and I will be going over most of the stuff that you guys will need, but I'm gonna go over the parts that we have here that are for the build. I would not recommend these for most people because they're very high horsepower parts, especially for the K20 C4 motor. So you would just typically do a bolt-on MHI Stage 2 turbo or RV6 turbo, or even a drop-in FL5 or FK8 turbo. To get you around that 380 wheel, 440 wheel horsepower, depending on fuel you're running. But basically, the car is still sitting there. We're gonna have updates, flying out to Arizona. I don't know when, but we're gonna go over some stuff. We've got some videos coming up. We still are doing the custom intercooler. It's not gonna be a drop-in. We're doing a custom radiator. It's gonna be this turbo that I have on the bench, the Skunk 2 Ultra Series manifold, and some custom piping. So I've kind of changed some things that we're doing on it. And let me get into more of the stuff and show you kind of what we're up to. All right. Well, we'll have a video going over this as far as if you have a Type R or a Accord, RDX, TLX. If you want to run this manifold, I will go over it on our workbench here and kind of show you what's going on. So this right here, the workhorse, this is a G30 Garrett ball bearing turbo 900. Got the hot side here. You've got your actuator. I've got it bolted in here. This is the full race bracket basically for it to work. This turbo is actually on a Type R, one of our customers, Nick from Arizona, and we purchased just the turbine housing at a great deal from him. Because he wanted a little bit smaller turbo for his street setup. So this is what we're gonna be running on ours. We're still gonna powder coat and clean this up a little bit. This is thanks to Skunk 2, their Ultra Series. We'll go over this for future builds, but this is gonna be ours. You can see here the option to run port injection, which is what we'll be doing. We only use the best FICs. So when it comes to this, we're doing our FIC 2150cc drop-ins. These are gonna be dropping in. They're older K-series style that fit in here. Your flange here is a 90 millimeter Mustang throttle body is what it uses. We're gonna just use the drive-by-wire Honda one to go with it. And it's gonna be really clean. You know, we're going more for top end horsepower, drag style build, so that's why we chose these. Obviously, we've thought out everything on the build. So this is why these parts are gonna go on our 11th gen Civic build. All right, so this is a little bit of update on the parts. right now that we've got going. We're actually going to ship these back to Arizona, throw them on for custom fab work done to the car. I know the project's taking a long time. Guys, like, this is not your typical standard bolt-on stuff that would be easy to do. If I wanted to do that, it would have been done already. You know, we're going way above and beyond what any other shop or business is for the 11th gen Civic. Basically because the fact that we want the world's fastest 11th gen Civic, pure, simple. It's gonna be hard because there's a lot of fast Type Rs out there also, especially some of the guys in Puerto Rico. But yeah, this is the goal. We're still gonna be building the car. We will have updates. Basically the front end, you'll see it with the turbo on, everything. I'll go over everything, and we'll slowly keep bringing updates on this 11th gen build. But I wanted to get an actual video to kind of go over stuff. Obviously it slowed down. Look, moving the whole entire business here has really pushed us back a little bit as far as getting everything set up and having to change a lot of what's going on from being in Arizona. So there's that, and there's just a lot of financial stuff that comes in with building something like this too. And being busy on top of it. So considering there's really myself that's wrenching and building this thing pretty much by myself. So yeah, there's that. So I hope you guys understand and hope you guys like the video. Make sure to click a thumbs up, share it, support us online. We've got so much stuff going on. Tune in with Mondays with Mike. There's lots of updates every week. If you're wondering what's going on, you can always come in, ask us, join in with the chat. So always a good thing. And yeah, we'll see you soon. If you need any parts, I'll leave links. You can hit us up anytime, anywhere online. All right, we'll see you next time.